第一场比接着进行的是女子单打比赛，有请技术方面入场。
Welcome back to the Shenzhen gymnasium. This is the hall rather, a very, very impressive arena. And Kirsty Gilmour is up next in the women's singles against Bing Jiao, 6th seed from China. In women's singles. So just looking at the second round, the draw here, Yvonne Li is through. She will play the winner of this match. Kirsty Gilmour, Bing Jiao of China. And it's our first Chinese representative on court one, so you can expect great support for her. So they've met 4 times before. Bing Jiao won that last meeting. It's 2-2, by the way, but it was about almost 3 and a bit years ago, actually. So a lot has changed since then. And yeah, I think this could be interesting. As we now just tell you a little bit more about these players. We start with Kirsty Gilmour, 30 years of age, from Scotland, 168 centimeters tall, 24th in the world currently. She has been much higher than that, 14th. That was achieved in September of 2016. European Games, she's been a singles silver medalist in 2019, bronze this year. Commonwealth Games as well, silver in 2014 and a bronze in 2018. European Championships as well, she's finished third 3 times, 2016, 17 and 22, and third in 2021. More on that in just a while. Bing Jiao is 26 years of age, 169 centimeters tall, from Suzhou. And she is currently 6th in the world. The highest is 5th, achieved about a year ago. World Champs, she has finished third twice in 2018 and 2021. At the Asian Games, she got a bronze just last month in Hangzhou, where the World Tour finals will be held. Asian Championships, she finished 2nd in 2019 and 3rd in 2017. She is a former Youth Olympic champion from the 2014 Games in China. And on the World Tour, she has won 5 titles. Manfred Schum from Hong Kong, China is our umpire.
Ready to play.
She won the French Open in 2022. That's her most recent win. Denmark Open as well. She won, and Korean Masters and German Open, all in 2022. There you go, here's that home crowd. And for Kirsty Gilmour, she's got a couple of titles to her name. Most recently, was it 2020, the Sarlalux Open, Super 100 then. She also won the Scottish Open in 2018. That's on the World Tour.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What do you make of this one, Chris?
On my right, Kirsty Gilmour.
I think it's going to be definitely a big ask for Kirsty. You
And
can
on my
already
left,
hear the crowd is starting to
Bing
fill up
Jiao,
now.
Yeah.
China.
Bing Jiao, I'm sure she's a very big fan favourite here, so I think it's
to
going to be
serve.
Kirsty almost against a player and a
Hello.
half, with the crowd really getting involved in this match.
Play.
Bing Jiao being 6th in the world, it is a big ask, but we've seen Kirsty play to an incredibly high level recently, so it is possible.
Last point is for Gilmour.
Service over. 1 love.
Yeah, she cutting Yamaguchi on the ropes in Hong Kong, where the conditions were actually far more drifty than they are here. Not of any help to her.
Goal. 2 love.
Fantastic start. Three in a row here for Kirsty Gilmour.
3 love.
Panic visible from the Chinese. So to play that, just maybe staying in. This is a fantastic
4
opening stanza from Scotswoman. There you go, the crowd now trying to just lift her, as you'd expect them to.
Service over. 1-4.
First point on the board for Bing Jiao now. What a shot.
Yeah, brilliant shot.
2-4.
Correct shot to play, and then the quality of the shot as well, making Kirsty really stretch, having to move the full distance of the court. Got balance there for Kirsty. It's an interesting one for Kirsty because obviously she's not got her actual coach coaching her. Nathan Robertson is a coach based in Milton Keynes, which is obviously England, but Team GB unite together. But for Kirsty, her normal coaches would be the Scottish coaches, would be either Robert Blair or Ingo Kinderbarter. When she's travelled on this trip, though, the coaches they haven't come as well. So it's a tough one for Kirsty because it's a big game for her, and not having the coach that she normally works with day in, day out. So for Nathan, he's got to try his best to give her what she needs, the style that she needs, the information she needs. And as we discussed in some previous matches, it's not easy to do because it can take time for the player and the coach to develop that connection, that bond.
Service over. 4-5.
Also, when you look at the depth of lady singles in both nations, so for China, their 5th ranked Chinese player is 17 in the world. The 5th ranked Scottish player is 650 in the world. So there's quite a big difference in the depth of the nation. So the players that Kirsty has to spar with, fantastic shot from Kirsty there. Compared to Bing Jiao, you know, it's the depth that China have is incredible.
It's also a small matter of population sizes.
Yeah, population size, also the popularity of the sport within the country, and the facilities. I know Scotland will be similar to England, and we lack facilities for badminton.
We just look at this one here right now.
Yeah, I mean,
this is state of the art.
Yeah, this is an absolutely incredible stadium, almost futuristic.
Yeah. Wait till we get to Hangzhou.
Service over.
Incredible skill there from Bing Jiao. A net shot played to absolute perfection. A little bit of deception as well, the way she almost pulls out of it.
I remember that it was a superb start from Gilmour. And Bing Jiao has
6, 7.
just started to see what she can do. She's won 6 of the last 9 points.
Brilliant shot. Oh. Yeah, and incredible there, Bing Jiao. She's just seen, she's just held it that fraction longer just to wait to see where Kirsty moves, because Kirsty has to make a move to try and predict where it's going. And she just edges back, she sees that and she just holds it. Fantastic control from there, and vision.
I think we could probably put that down to her Bing Jiao I'm referring to. Just getting used to things at the beginning, as we've seen with a lot of the players, right? Just takes some time.
I think Kirsty just settled much quicker. Yeah, she had a fantastic start to this first game, and now I do feel Bing Jiao just settled that a little bit more so. And every time I look up at the crowd, there seems to be more and more people coming in. I think it's going to get louder and louder in here. Drift there, she's just taken it out, and it's so integral that when you're stretched to remember which way the drift's going. Kirsty needs to aim almost another foot in, maybe another 2 foot in, because the drift's going to pull it. It's going to pull it outwards.
9 of the last 12 have gone Bing Jiao's way. She is on a roll now. That's nicely done from Gilmour.
Bing Jiao, she's a very consistent player. Last 8 tournaments that she's played, she's only lost to players from 2 different countries, and one of those being her own, China, and the other one being South Korea, where, you know, we're talking about some incredible players. She has been rather unfortunate. She's played her teammate Chen Yufei 3 times and lost all 3. And also to An Si Young, you know, the current world #1. So it shows how consistent Bing Jiao's been in her last 8 tournaments that she's played in. Again, the drift. You've got to be so careful you're aiming.
10, 9.
Only once this year has Bing Jiao failed to make it past first or second round.
And this is the reason why she's 6th in the world.
That's good.
Service over. 10, all.
So, Kirsty Gilmour leading, trailing by just 1, Bing Jiao. 10 up.
Play.
Been very even. Good spells for both. Nicely done.
Service over. 11-all.
You can see there, great placement on the attack from Kirsty. Really stretching. Bing Jiao.
All.
Telling you about Bing Jiao, how good her record has been so far this year. Just the one tournament this year where she's been eliminated in the first or second round. For Kirsty Gilmour, it's been 8 first-round exits, 6 second-round exits. And she's got a tough one here today against one of the home favourites. Backhand. Wow, what a shot.
13-11.
That was an incredible shot from Kirsty. Almost came from nowhere. She's definitely quieting the crowd down since the interval.
That's been quite quiet now. That's what you want. If you're an away player, as it were. Great shot as well. I mean, there's no doubt that the pressure's on Bing Jiao here to deliver.
And this is the difficult thing, because it's how the player deals with pressure, because pressure is obviously a weird thing that it's not a real thing. And by that I mean no one's putting pressure on you, it's pressure that you put upon yourself.
Right.
But, you know, when you're home, one of the home heroes, you do have that extra bit of pressure on one hand, because you want to do well, you know, you want to do well in front of your home nation. But then on the other way of looking at that, you've got all the crowd behind you cheering you on, wanting you to perform. So you've got that extra bit of support and encouragement, and it's how the player actually deals with it.
Sorry to interrupt you, but there's some great reactions there from Kirsty Gilmour. Third time, one time too many.
And that's the thing, it's relentless pressure. The more pressure you consistently put on your opponent, eventually your opponent's unlikely to have the correct answer to it. And that's kind of what happened to Kirsty. She did so well in parts of that rally to stay in.
To add to what you were saying as well, Chris, the fact that Bing Jiao is much higher ranked than Kirsty Gilmour adds to that pressure as well, right? Because she'd be coming to this with everyone in here probably expecting her and wanting her to win.
Definitely, but I think it's one of those that, although Kirsty's currently ranked 24, I'd say Kirsty can definitely play at top 10 level. Yeah. There are some players, I think, maybe the top 4, that it would be a big ask for Kirsty, but I'd say anyone else, she could definitely have a really good game with, and she has beaten some of the, I think actually the only player maybe is Carolina that she's beaten, but she can definitely play at that high level. We've seen it in the past. She's beaten other top 10 players. Baywin. Incredible touch from Kirsty there.
Service over. 14.
Just looking at Kirsty Gilmour's record against top 10.
Brilliant net control from Kirsty. She's keeping herself very composed as well, not getting too excited when she plays a really good rally, staying nice and calm, focused.
Yeah, we talked about Carolina Marin. She did beat her in the semi-finals, the Hilo Open in 2020. That was actually her last win against a top 10 player. 3 wins out of 53.
Service over. 14 all.
Beat Ratchanok Intanon as well. And Bing Jiao is the other one. She beat the world champs 2017.
She did beat in Indonesian Open. She did also beat Baywin. Maybe Baywin at that point was fractionally outside.
Just outside, yeah. She's holding her own here.
$15, 14.
Well played there from Gilmour.
Service over.
Very
15
tight.
all.
A great crisp attack there from Kirsty. Really clean hit. Not about the power, accuracy.
Service over.
In front.
16, 15.
Head. Very tight this post-interval session. Bing Jiao
17, 15.
maybe make that move. This is where it counts, isn't it? That business end.
Yeah, it's the most integral part of the game. The later stages doesn't really matter as much how you start.
Service over. 16, 17.
It's good judgment there from Kirsty to be calm enough, relaxed enough to make, to leave that. Easy to snatch and go for it.
They're all square again. Very quick in. Very nicely done by Bing Jiao, and she's showing a little bit more emotion now.
18,
Yeah, she's
17.
definitely getting more animated. Good placement here, and then steps up really well, and the control there, absolute perfection.
Yeah. I think that's also some of the pressure that might be on her. They're through. There we go.
19, 17.
2 is the lead now. 2 is also what she needs. Check this first game. Well, we've seen Gilmour come back on more than one occasion. Three game points
Game point
for the Chinese
17.
shuttler. that Bing Jiao failed to get past the first round of series right at the start of the Malaysian Open. And she lost to Gregoria Mariska Tunjung. All the rest of her 12 first-round matches. She's still got 2 game points here against Kirsty Gilmour. So, the first game was a tight one, but one in which Bing Jiao comes out on top. Great start from Kirsty Gilmour. Bing Jiao then bounced back superbly. Gilmour kept pace with her almost till the end. Bing Jiao takes the opening game, 21-18.
The actual style is good. Yeah. Pushing it off, playing a more flatter game rather than, and then doing that and stepping up the court. But I don't think we're finding any trouble in our deep corners for you. Yeah. Yeah, you're not getting caught hardly at all there. So, and when you go for your attack, you've got to have already worked the rally quite significantly, and she's got to be out of position. Otherwise, it's just so again, bring it to the middle and keep doing it. Some of the longer rallies, I think they hurt her. We've got to go long distance. Yeah. So in the first few here, just get that feeling of controlling off net, punching up to the rear, forehand side. 80% of the time, that'll open up around the head, and then we just have to be ready to get down straight away.
Yeah, she's only bringing it down, and her clears.
If she just play it, all you do is just bring it in. Just bring it in, and then we play again off there. Yeah. Keep mixing up the serves. Regular shorts, pushing them in. We're right there. We just want to be in the same position again in the second game.
Annoy her.
Yeah. Same position, and then we'll just try and execute a couple of points again.
Yeah, I've missed a couple of those straight.
It's totally fine.
Forehand ones, and I'm going to go more.
Go a bit deep again, a bit deeper with the smashes, and think that you're following. So mindset when you're attacking, unless you've really worked in big opening, and think that you're going to hit and follow them in.
40 seconds.
Yeah, come on, this game.
Ball 1, 40 seconds.
What have you made of what you just heard there between Nathan Robertson and Kirsty Gilmour?
Yeah, so obviously Nathan there identified the integral part, which is you have to work the rally for your opening. You can't go too early because Bing Jiao, she's got a good defense, and you're almost going to put yourself in trouble because then you're going to be chasing. Identified Kirsty did play a good game. First game she played to a good level.
Yeah.
Fraction at the end.
That was the difference, wasn't it? Just that.
Yeah, it was. It was just a small difference at the end. 1 or 2 mistakes, slightly wrong shot choices. But this is why, you know, Bing Jiao, she's 6th in the world for a reason. Also giving Kirsty the belief that she wasn't far off, which is the integral part. Which, you know, she wasn't. It was pretty much nip and tuck the vast majority of that first game.
Kirsty Gilmour charges call 8.
This is a challenge from Gilmour. Here's some of the Chinese crowd. Willingness to be in. Out.
Correction.
Cool.
Out.
Nicely done.
Brilliant challenge by Kirsty there.
Play.
Oh, that was quick to the net.
I think that's the one even there. Possibly Kirsty could stop that off. It's easy for me to say, you know, sat up here, but I think that's where the big gap was. I think even if she'd gone at body, maybe here, because Bing Jiao, she gets up quick-ish and she's kind of ready around her body. Whereas I don't think, if it being soft to her backhand, I don't think she would have had any chance of getting that.
1, 2.
She's had 11 Chinese opponents in opening rounds of tournaments. Gilmour and won one of those. That was against Zhang Yiman at the Indonesian Masters last year.
Service over. 3-2.
Throughout her career against Chinese players, 4 out of 16.
Service over. 3-all. Service over. 4-3.
That's the shot I do think could be really effective for Bing Jiao, but just a little too much with the drift going in that direction. You just got to be careful. Going cross court, it goes even a bit more. Say this is a one-sided affair.
Not at all.
No. Look at the rankings of 6 and 24, you'd say, but look how tight that shot was from Kirsty. Kirsty has played to a very high level. This is what we both identified before the match. Kirsty can compete with the top 10 in the world. I would say for speed and physicality, I would say Kirsty is the better player out of these two. Thing is, Bing Jiao, she's not really had the attack enough. Every time she's had the attack, you can see it is difficult for Kirsty because her attack's very accurate, but she hasn't really had it enough to hurt Kirsty enough. She's struggling to be on balance with the attack.
That goes beyond that hold.
6-5.
Definitely one of the advantages Bing Jiao can have from that side. She can punch the corners a bit more. She's almost going to come fractionally back, and you can see it wasn't even really that deep. Middle of the tram lines, really.
Bing Jiao has played 167 players, or 167 matches against players outside the top 20. She has won 155 of those 167, as you probably would expect her to.
7-6.
She's got on a 20-match streak against players outside the top 20. Singapore Open last year. Could be frustrating.
7-8.
Jiao punching Kirsty in a corner, then having a really high base, and then just keeping the pressure on. I don't think we've seen quite enough of Bing Jiao trying to take advantage or control in the rallies. I think Kirsty has been controlling fractionally more. Kirsty there, just caught that slightly wrong, and the drift then took it even further.
This is very much the same sort of pattern as the previous game.
Yeah, incredibly even game. I think the outcome of the rallies generally is up to Kirsty, as in we've seen Bing Jiao just had a run of a few points, and it was mainly because of just some cheaper mistakes from Kirsty. But when Kirsty's got control of the rally like that last one, quite impressive.
Feel that the ends have done anything for either of these players, or not so much? What do you think?
Marginal, to be honest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're as affected as some of the other games.
So the interval then of this second game sees Bing Jiao in front, only just 11-9. Still very tight here. This match against Kirsty Gilmour.
Can I stay a bit more open?
Stay a bit more open, but just bring it into the centre, and then you don't necessarily need to. You just need to bring it in the centre and then be big.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can do the same to her on the width.
Yeah.
Just so we're not chasing the width. It's not really, she's not really going for her attack now. When we put it onto the back as well, she's just bringing it in, which is fine.
Count 1, 20 seconds. Count 1, 20 seconds.
They still feel they're very much in this, Chris, and that's evidenced by the scoreline, right? And what's been happening on the court.
Definitely. You know, Kirsty, she's playing well. She is controlling the majority of the rallies, not all the rallies, the majority. Just a few more mistakes are creeping in. For me personally, I don't think Bing Jiao is really doing enough.
Right.
She's defending well. She's at times having good control, good net, good moving the shuttle around well, but I don't think she's hurting Kirsty enough. I know she's winning, but I think we're talking about a player that's 6th in the world, one of the very, very best.
Do you feel, I mean, I don't know whether passive is the right word. Is it, are you feeling that, Andy?
Yeah, I would say she is. She's not really taking charge of the rally, and Kirsty's shown how good she is when she is in control of the rally and controlling the rallies.
Oh!
Bit of a wild point all round there.
Yes.
Bing Jiao very aggressive on the return, then sort of got herself in trouble, then got herself out of trouble, and then got herself in trouble again. In the end, Kirsty was maybe a fraction unfortunate, so I think it was quite close to being a good shot and going over her. It's so hard for Kirsty to go over in that way, just with the drift behind her. So that's what I mean from Bing Jiao. Taking control of the rally, trying to dictate the rally, taking charge. reads it well, moves behind, great attack, and then steps up. We haven't really seen enough of that.
Oh, she did well there, but not the second time of asking.
Service over.
And that's really good from Kirsty there.
11-14.
Gets up well, comes in. Great pressure and placement as well. Just off the left hip, or just off the left knee as such, even hits the knee.
Yeah, they're still playing that back in the mind, by the way, Bing Jiao, you're not seeing. There's 2 points in it.
将由来自中国香港的杨梅与杨梅对阵来自
this last game.
埃弗纳李少熙。
Battling back again. Remember, it was 16 all in that last game. And it looks like it might be approaching something like that again. That was 26 shots, that rally. This is tight again. It's quite noticeable to me, Chris, that the crowd is sort of murmuring. It's not as it was earlier.
Yeah, and I think they can feel how close this game is, and it's hard for them to get too excited just because Bing Jiao's not really controlling the points. She's not controlling the match. She's not dictating.
Which you'd expect the top 10 players wanted to do that, right?
Yeah, but full credit to Kirsty.
Yeah.
Kirsty's played really well and really troubled her so far.
Just about makes it over. She was very glad to take that, Bing Jiao. She leads by 3. Now, Gilmour fought back from a similar sort of position in the first game. Oh, now the lead is 4.
17-13. Thank you. Seventeen, 13.
It's been a good run here for Bing Jiao. Maybe finally trying to impose herself a bit more.
This is the big thing, though. When you do get a lead, you can just breathe. You can. It's not that you can relax, but you can play a little bit more free and take these calculated choices a little bit better. And if you're the player that's losing it, just you get tense.
On the ground here.
13.
Looking difficult here for Gilmour. Just 2 more points required for Bing Jiao. Really put some arm into it, she's saying. Has to be to her satisfaction. Bing Jiao now in a good position.
19-13.
And we have now 7 match points for Bing Jiao. Finishes it off well at the net. Very good win in the end. Bing Jiao had to work hard for it. First game in particular, just towards the end of the second, she kind of finally came alive. Bing Jiao, probably a bit of relief in all that as well. Has taken this match against Kirsty Gilmour.
21-13.
Good win in the end. Took a while to get there, but she did finally do it. Fantastic account herself, particularly the first game from Kirsty Gilmour. Yeah, Bing Jiao, the 6th seed from China, beats Kirsty Gilmour 21-18, 21-13. She's done it in 40 minutes.